The town of Blackwater had always been known for its serene lake, with crystal clear waters reflecting the surrounding mountains. But as far back as anyone could remember, no one swam in the lake after dark. Whispers of mysterious disappearances and strange sightings had kept the locals away from its shores when the sun dipped below the horizon. One summer evening, Emily, a curious 24-year-old photographer, decided to challenge the town's superstition. She had heard the tales growing up, but as someone who didn't believe in the supernatural, she was determined to capture the lake's beauty under the moonlight. Armed with her camera and a flashlight, Emily ventured out alone, her steps crunching on the gravel path that led to the lake. As she approached, the moon reflected off the water, creating an ethereal glow. She set up her camera and began to snap photos, each one more mesmerizing than the last. But as she reviewed the images, something caught her eye. A figure in the water, just beneath the surface. Startled, she looked up, scanning the lake. The water was still, perfectly calm. Assuming it was a trick of the light, she continued her shoot, but the feeling of being watched lingered. Minutes later, the wind picked up, sending a chill through the air. The calm water began to ripple, and the temperature seemed to drop. Emily's flashlight flickered, and a thick mist began to roll across the lake, swallowing the shoreline. Panic set in as she packed up her equipment, but when she turned to leave, her path was blocked by a dark silhouette standing at the water's edge. "Who's there?" she called out, her voice trembling. The figure remained motionless, but the air grew heavy, and a low, whispering voice echoed from the lake. "Emily, come closer." Her heart raced. She hadn't told anyone she was coming to the lake. How did this person know her name? The mist swirled around her feet, and as she took a step back, the figure vanished. But the voice remained, growing louder, more insistent. "Emily, you can't escape." Suddenly, icy hands grabbed her ankles, pulling her toward the water. She screamed, struggling to break free, but the more she fought, the stronger the grip became. The water, once calm and inviting, now churned violently, and ghostly figures rose from its depths, their hollow eyes fixed on her. Desperate, she broke free and sprinted toward the town, her breath coming in ragged gasps. She didn't look back until she reached the safety of the town square, her clothes soaked and her heart pounding in her chest. But the lake was silent again, as if nothing had happened. The next morning, Emily returned with the town's police. But when they reached the lake, her equipment was gone and the shoreline was untouched. No signs of struggle, no footprints. The only trace of that night was her camera, found floating near the shore, its memory card wiped clean, except for one image. A single blurry photograph of her being dragged into the lake by shadowy hands.